I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here with the memorandums.
It's like riding a bike when you fall off. It's like riding a bike once you fall off. You know, you gotta, or once you quit riding a bike, it's like you get back on, you know. But it's gonna take a while. You gotta, swerve and everything like that. You know, you might fall down, and once you try to just get back up and keep going. 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 Fall down, once you try to just get back up and keep going. 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 It's like riding a bike once you fall off.
I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here with the memorandums.
Oh, you're muted, Blog.
You're muted.
I am.
I would say every week is I think I spot something new in the intro.
There's a lot in there. It's so
There's
much
a lot
dense.
in there.
There's so much going on in every scene.
Yeah, and every time I feel like I want to say this was added, but then I realize no, it's probably been there the whole time.
So far, I haven't added anything, so everything you've
Good to know.
discovered is in the original vision, and not the special edition of the intro.
Yes. In case people were wondering, Missy is out today. I forget why, but we knew that from last
Yeah,
week.
Missy's traveling. Missy was in New Hampshire yesterday
Nice.
when she called in to the game of Fortnite that Intern Forrest is playing with sensitive artist types and a whom named Maddie.
Nice. But we do have here, if they want to join, we do have another former random with us. Or do we? They might be a complete stranger. Depends on what this person wants to do.
We
or
do have
not.
another voice here with us.
Yes, not Voicey though.
No, not Voicey. Oh, I was watching Void. I watch every Tuesday show, whether it's that or Con Artist's Journey to Baldur's Gate or Two DOS Too Furious,
Wow.
the Divinity Original Sin 2 show.
You watch. Well, I imagine you're a huge fan of LAN parties.
Love LAN parties. Oh, I miss when phones. Back in the day, phones were essential for gaming, and I don't like that my role in gaming first TeamSpeak lessened my role in gaming, then Ventrilo in very similar ways. And now I'm not involved at all unless it's a mobile game, and I don't only want to be involved in your Candy's Crush or your Star Trek Fleet Commanders.
Yeah, all these things were taken away from you.
Yeah, we used to live in a real society.
But speaking of which, this week's theme, thanks to someone who mentioned it at the very end of last week's show, because we literally did not have anything that we wanted to talk without Missy present, is Taken v. Bacon.
So true, boy.
So play that as you will. I think, there are things I want to look up, but I don't want to because I feel like it's better if I just think of things off the top of my head. But my main thought with this, if the chat could help me figure out, of course, let's do a 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon for Liam Neeson, star of Taken.
Ooh.
And I'm frustrated that I imagine it's got to be easy. It's got to be within 2 maximum. I feel like there's a chance they're in a movie together.
There's a very good chance that they're in a movie together. And I mean, what we can do is try to think of our own, and then we can use the Oracle of Bacon.
Yes,
to
I was
determine
wondering,
the
that still
final.
exists? Is that still the best way? Is it still the old-fashioned website it was when it was made like 20 years ago?
There's probably... There's
Like,
more accurate ones because there's ones that use IMDb.
Right.
Whereas the Oracle of Bacon uses... Oh, Google does it with IMDb. But the Oracle of Bacon uses the TMBDB.
Oh, of course.
Or TMDB, yeah, which is the non-Amazon owned one, but which also is pickier about what you can add.
Yes. Well, sometimes it's like they're not real connections, but they're like, you can't be on, like, when they say on a news story, and that counts.
Also, this show isn't on TMDB, but it is on IMDb, so obviously I prefer IMDb.
Well, there you go.
I mean, Void, agree to disagree, or figure out how to add this show and Grand Trivia to TMBDB, then I'll respect it.
I'll say this: I didn't even know TMDB was a thing until this very night.
Oh, I know all about the random fights that movie people have about things that don't matter at all.
Well, they did just recently find out that they're related to each other.
How closely?
I don't think they're they're terribly related to each other, but I believe it was through one of those TV shows where they where they follow your family tree and your gene pool, and they're like, oh yeah, you guys have a connection. You're like 8th cousins or whatever it would be.
I mean, also worth noting that his wife is the closer.
Yes, of course. We cannot forget.
I'm trying to see if I can find how related they are. Whoa! Kevin Bacon and Keira Sedgwick lost part of their savings in the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme?
Yeah.
Oh, they got everyone.
Okay, they're ninth cousins once removed. And yeah, it was Finding Our Roots with Henry Louis Gates. Which also is what revealed that Bernie Sanders and Larry David are related.
That is true. Yep.
But also, I see we have a mysterious stranger backstage. Hello, mysterious stranger. Yeah, you're muted if you're talking.
Hello. It's me. Phony Bacon.
What?
Wow.
I heard we were doing a comparison of Kevin versus Bacon, and I thought it was time for me to show up.
So you canonically are you?
We're also related. I'm related to Phony.
Of course. You're also related to. Are you related to both Phony and Kevin Bacon, or just to Kevin
Yes.
Bacon?
I
I'm
didn't realize
also
I was.
Kevin Bacon's ninth cousin once removed.
Wow.
We might be double cousins in that case, which
There's-
is a little bit problematic. But
There's a
you know
lot
what?
being revealed tonight.
Yeah, it's a big day. Well, I'm happy to be here with my cousin and with one of my favorite Facebook websites.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
I will start off the show. I mean, we already started the show, but I will also start off by saying,
Oh,
I
wait,
have
we have to... Wait. We have to start the show?
I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here. I can't believe I found you here with the formorandums.
you got Dick
Welcome
Tracy
to With the Formorandums.
and you got Adam West.
I'm Phony.
I'm Phony Bacon,
Yeah.
And I am not a phone nor bacon.
but you're Blogacon.
Oh, shit. I did make my name Blogacon, so I guess I
I
am
think
bacon.
Bacon might be winning.
Are you one of the famous Bacon brothers?
Well, of course, the Bacon brothers are local to this area. Sometimes when I'm listening to the popular morning radio show here, the other Bacon brother will be. Actually, they were on the one time.
I didn't know there was another Bacon.
Yeah, they got a band,
The Bacon
Oh.
Brothers band.
the Bacon Brothers band.
Okay. Michael
Michael
Bacon.
Bacon.
I would have never guessed Michael.
He doesn't really look like Kevin Bacon. I mean, he just looks like a guy.
Well, and he is in that Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special features the Bacon brothers.
Yeah, it does.
That
That's
makes
true.
sense, I guess. Yeah, doesn't he just look like a guy?
Yeah. And then here they are together.
You know what? I saw a photo of Kevin Bacon the other day, and then it turned out it was Kiefer Sutherland. So,
Well, there
it
you
makes
go.
think. Yeah.
Wow, he's been on TV a lot.
That's wild.
I mean, he
What
has the
was-
ultimate Bacon number.
Well, Kevin Bacon
One
has
or
the
zero?
ultimate Bacon
That's true.
number.
Kevin Bacon's the ultimate Bacon number.
Yeah, how does this work? Is it one if you've like been in a movie with Kevin Bacon, hypothetically?
Yes, and I guess it's
Okay.
0 if you are Kevin Bacon.
And thank you for the
If you are
follow,
Kevin-
Stubby Khan.
Got it. Oh, film and television scores. He's a music Bacon, hence a band.
He's a music Bacon.
He's a
Got
successful
phone
music
Bacons,
Bacon.
got music Bacons.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Crispy
think the
Bacon.
Oracle of Bacon might not be super trustworthy because it says Michael Bacon cannot be linked to Kevin Bacon. Oh, through feature films alone.
It's a
Oh,
number
okay.
of infinity.
For all we know, they've never even met.
Although I believe I just referenced a show that something they're in together. So,
But this is only feature films. So the
It's-
Oracle of Bacon
yeah.
has a purist approach to the game.
Well, wait. So
But
you're
how could
telling
that be
me
true?
that a made-for-streaming Christmas movie is not a movie?
I'm telling you that a site
think
that
it's a
looks
movie.
like this doesn't view
Interesting.
streaming things as real movies.
Interesting. Is this all because of TMNB?
I think so.
Well, fuck TMDB. I
I
do
wonder if
not.
they don't have the film score stuff. Like they don't have those names.
Well, but Michael Bacon appears in.
Oh,
In
you have
it.
to appear?
No, he appears in the Christmas special. Oh, they does.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
But
One
maybe it's
second.
just simply not connected to anybody.
Oh no,
Maybe
it's
there's-
on there.
Oh, okay. So, wait, that doesn't make sense.
I will say the UI is better.
That there's no Michael.
Kevin,
Yeah, I kind of like the design.
much like TMDB, the Oracle has respect for film. Well, and
Cool.
disrespect for anything streaming, but I suppose it's also,
Let's do a bacon search.
here's a fun thing. It's not just a movie database. It also has TV.
Oh, TV movie database. Well,
And it could be
IMDb
TV
also has
movie
TV.
database.
Is that not what it stands for?
I think it stands for the movie database.
Oh, okay. You're right, though. The bacon values are clearly wrong. Unless they just don't know that Michael exists.
It all seems weird that his number's infinity. I guess I feel like he's never been in a proper movie of any sort.
He's definitely done scores for enough movies that he should have some bacon number,
Yeah.
I would think. I think I must have a bacon number, but not according to IMDb. You would have to cheat. I just think that my movie career has been long enough that I probably have a bacon number somehow.
So without cheating,
Intern
yet,
Forrest probably does have a bacon number.
Yeah, no, I mean it. What has Intern Forrest been in?
Well, just, GLTS
Oh yeah.
credits kind of
I mean,
probably
there's a
ties
lot.
back at
There's a
some
lot of
point.
Well,
people
that's
on
not-
GLCS who
that's
probably
not
know
going to
Kevin
be
Bacon.
in TMDB.
Oh, no. Not on the Bacon Oracle. I don't have a Bacon Oracle number either, but he probably has a more holistic Bacon number.
Yeah, there's a connection. Just the internet doesn't know it.
Google may have removed the Bacon number thing that they used to have.
Huh.
Oh, huh.
Well, it's driving me crazy because there's got to be an obvious Liam Neeson to Kevin Bacon connection. So what are your?
Chicken to
It's been a
bacon?
while since I've really seriously tried to play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. But what what are your kind of core? Gotta think of those core Bacon movies. Those movies that he shows up that there's a bunch of actors in, like JFK. That's a major one. You can get to most people through JFK.
Okay.
What else?
The
I'm
only
looking up
one
to
I know
make
for
sure I'm
sure
not
is
thinking about-
Footloose.
Apparently, Thomas the Tank Engine has, like, I guess a Bacon number of 2?
That's good, right?
Because Thomas was in Thomas and the Magic Railway with Alec Baldwin, and Alec Baldwin was in She's Having a Baby with Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, made sure it wasn't crazy. And also, you got your Apollo 13. You got your Apollo 13. You got your JFK.
All right.
I mean,
For like the current generation of people, like your
Easily.
X-Men First Classes could be pretty lucrative as a
oh
Bacon
right,
number.
of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of big names in that one.
That's a good one. I mean, we're so close.
I think my bacon
not-
number must be 3, if not perhaps 2. Because I was in The Fault in Our Stars. And Willem
Oh.
Dafoe is a bacon number of 2, and he was also in that movie, so.
Would Connor
That's a brag.
Ratliff have a Bacon number of 2?
Probably. I feel like.
Does Dead Eyes count as a credit with Tom Hanks?
Oh, I was
See,
just
that's
gonna
what I'm
think Mean Girls
saying.
is probably helpful enough. 'Cause there's some big names in Mean Girls.
Oh, Mean Girls
John Hamm.
also helps.
Connor Ratliff has a bacon number of 2. Through projects that I'm not aware of, frankly.
Yeah, Deadeye. That makes sense. Deadeye's to.
But does Dead Eyes count? I'm looking at
I mean,
Oracle
I
Bacon.
think it can count. Someone is counting their Bacon number as well. I met Dan Aykroyd once, and Dan Aykroyd was in.
I mean, sure.
I mean, I guess
Oracle
let's see
Bacon-
how it was defined. Like, what are the official?
I mean, they have a couple options. They say Connor Ratliff was in Pinball, The Man Who Saved the Game, with Crystal Reed, who was in Crazy Stupid Love with Kevin Bacon, and a bacon number of 2. I can confirm all of those connections. Fun movies. Good job, Connor.
Void saying, I'm deep in the TMDB rules, looking at the rules for what they do and don't accept. An interesting little bit of rules. If logging adult content, leave the character name blank. Don't put self.
I mean,
as
I
the
guess
role.
that makes sense, because maybe if you put self, it messes up the algorithm or something.
Yeah.
Because you're not really playing yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so Ed Asner has
Okay.
a bacon number of 1 because he's in JFK.
Mm-hmm.
Which means Elvis Presley has a bacon number of 2 because he was in Change of Habit with Ed Asner.
Oh, that's wild. When did Elvis die?
Elvis died in 1977.
Okay, so Kevin Bacon was probably alive.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon was born in 1958.
Oh, dang, he's older than I realized.
Yeah.
Time sure does pass.
Kevin Norwood Bacon.
Norwood.
I forgot he's also in Frost Nixon.
Yeah.
So
didn't know that.
so David Tennant, I guess, must then has a bacon number of 2.
Yeah. If not 1, perhaps.
If not also actually 1, yeah.
Probably one.
Let's find out. Oh, the Oracle says a bacon number of 2, and it's giving me a different connection. But there
For
could be
Tennant?
various ones. David Tennant?
Or yeah.
It's saying David Tennant was in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers with Andy Samberg, who was in Tour de Pharmacy with Kevin Bacon.
That also works,
Okay.
yeah.
Multiple connections.
Apparently most prominent actors do have a number 2
That's wild.
connection.
I mean, I guess
mean,
it kind of makes
you'd have to.
sense.
And the
But it is
origin
still
of the
pretty
bacon
wild.
number is the what is it? The Erdos number?
That sounds right. I vaguely
Erdos?
remember math.
Which is, yeah, the distance between the mathematician Paul Erdos and another person as measured by authorship of mathematical papers.
That's pretty cool.
And they're like, oh, well, this math thing is true for mathematicians. I bet it's also true for Hollywood.
But how did they pick Kevin Bacon, of all people?
I mean, it
believe it
was...
It was
Huh?
kind of like he's just kind of pops up in everything.
Just a guy.
I think that's
So, in a 1994 interview in Premiere Magazine, Kevin Bacon mentioned while discussing the film The River Wild that, quote, he had worked with everybody in Hollywood or someone who's worked with them. And then Newsgroup thread was like, oh yeah? And they called it Kevin Bacon is the center of the universe. So 3 Albright College students, Craig Fast, Brian Turtle, and Mike Gianelli, invented the game that became the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon after seeing 2 movies on television that featured Bacon back to back.
That's great.
And they wrote a letter to talk show host Jon Stewart telling him Kevin Bacon is the center of the entertainment universe and explaining the game. And so the Jon Stewart show helped popularize, the Jon Stewart show featured the Bacon number, and then Howard Stern helped popularize it.
Oh, wow. What a pedigree.
Because they both did it while Kevin Bacon was on the shows. They were like, hey, you're a big deal. And he
But-
didn't like it at first because he thought it was ridiculing him.
Oh, well, no, it's not.
No, he came to like it and even did the foreword for the book 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with an introduction written. Oh, he wrote the intro for it, yeah.
An introduction
And then they
to
did a
Kevin
board
Bacon.
game, too.
A board game? How?
I think probably you just like pull a number and you have to
Oh,
connect
you have to
them?
guess it. Yeah.
Yeah, they founded Endless Games, a game company.
But is Kevin Bacon the center of Hollywood, or could it be anybody who's
I
like
think
an A-lister?
well, not
I
anybody.
think in
but-
1994,
Like a big
there's like
name?
a fair point.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's definitely a shelf life to Kevin Bacon being the Bacon number.
Yeah, that's true. Who's the next
Well, or
Kevin Bacon?
at least if we want 2 to be the norm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm still mad that I can't think of one on my own of Liam Neeson and Kevin Bacon. There's so many. Like, there's got to be someone in
You need
Star
a
Wars
movie
Episode
buff.
1 who's been
I
in-
think I have to double check one part. But I think I have one.
There's just got to be. There's just so
Okay.
many.
So Liam Neeson is in The Phantom Menace with Keira Knightley, who's in Atonement with James McAvoy, who's in X-Men First Class with Kevin Bacon.
That's pretty
That's the way
good.
to do it.
Pretty good.
There's gotta be a quicker one.
Yeah.
I mean, the
there
only
is.
quicker one would be if they're in a movie together, basically.
Oh, is that only 2?
Well, no, that
'Cause
was
That was Phantom Menace to X-Men.
Atonement.
Or Phantom Menace to Act to Atonement to X-Men.
right.
That's still pretty good though.
That's yeah,
That's 3, I guess.
3 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So there
there's
could
gotta
be a 2. You're right. There must be a 2.
And I feel like there is very likely a 1 as well. Like, I feel like it's
They were
hard
in
for
the
me to
same
think of.
movie, or there's one movie apart. I get confused. I guess
think
they're
it's gotta be
one movie apart.
Oh yeah, look, there's Liam Neeson. Oh, and over there's also Kevin Bacon in this movie.
I can't think of one.
With the Naked Guns, Liam Neeson?
Yes,
Um,
I mean that is for our future.
I don't know that they have any movies together.
I mean, maybe not.
Should I try running it in the collaborations
Let's
tool
do it.
on
Let's see what it tells us.
IMDb? Okay.
Run it.
Liam Neeson, Kev Elst. Oh yeah, you can watch me enter everything too.
Well,
Ooh.
This was good for. This is also a good site for trivia. Sometimes
Oh, okay.
Liam Neeson, Kevin Bacon. Here we go. They've both been on SNL. The
See,
Tonight Show
that's
star.
cheating.
Yeah,
I wish
but
there was
not
a
the
way
same.
to
Yeah.
not.
I wish you could filter. Maybe you can. Oh, title type. There we go.
Yeah, movie.
Of course, everyone's favorite movie, Sundance Skippy.
Wow, never heard of that.
No, I've never heard of this.
Is this true? Let's click it.
Skippy. This
Click
is
upon
the
it.
only one. Skippy seeks to win the love of celebrities and a woman
And a woman
by
This
getting his
is a-
photograph with as many famous people as possible.
taken.
Oh,
taken
I don't
away.
know about that.
Oh,
This is a fake project
No,
made
this
to
doesn't
lower the
count.
bacon number.
this
No.
is fake. This
Well,
doesn't-
that's
is-
the only one. Then there is no. Then a 2
is
would
no
be the
movie.
most you could get.
I think 2 real movies.
okay, but what are all their 2 connections?
Well,
I guess
this won't help us with that.
No.
We'll need the Oracle for that one.
Yeah. The Oracle has found some 2 connections, I can tell you that. I'm clicking on them until I can find 2 movies that I've actually seen.
Oh,
Okay,
also
yeah.
I have.
Oh, I found one. I found a
ooh.
2 on the Oracle, and I've heard
Okay.
of both of these movies.
Nice.
Okay, I was well. Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
Liam Neeson was in Ted 2 with John Carroll Lynch, who was in Crazy Stupid Love
Oh, okay.
with
Sure.
Kevin Bacon.
I got Liam Neeson was in Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues with Steve Carell, who was also in Crazy Stupid Love. with Kevin
Oh
Bacon.
yeah, I
a-
forgot Kevin Bacon was in Crazy
names.
Stupid Love.
He was that guy. The guy. What's his
Yeah.
name? He gets well, I don't want to give it away, but you know, that guy. Oh, I really like that movie.
So there's a lot of 2s.
A lot of 2s.
But it's so hard to think of them.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, what was?
You're right. This was a good one. Liam Neeson was in Taken 2 with this person who was in X-Men First Class with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, wow. There's some big movies for
Look at
both
that
of them.
person.
So who is that person? Yeah, that last name is interesting. I wonder if that's like
They're a Serbian actor.
it does sort of look Serbian. So yeah, there you go.
He was one of the
Serb.
most popular Yugoslav actors in the 70s and 80s.
Oh.
Oh, he's also, yeah.
He's an Eyes Wide Shut. Yes, I totally
Yeah.
know who this
And
is.
Snatch, Taken 2, Batman Begins, MI 2,
He's
Yeah,
been
this
around
guy's the Saint. Yeah, this guy is in
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
155
known-
credits.
for acting.
Yeah.
So
He's
there you
known for
go.
acting. He is definitely in these movies. I know exactly who he is.
Well, because
Did
he's
not
also
know
a
his
director
name.
and a musician.
Yeah,
Huh.
but he's not in the Bacon Brothers.
No. No,
Mm-mm.
he's not one of the Bacon brothers.
I mean, he might be.
Well, it's
Of
possible.
course. Orlando Bloom.
Victoria Pharmacy, I've never heard of.
This would be
I
a
haven't-
great screensaver, just rotating different
Taken versus Bacon
Bacon
all day long.
number 2 connections.
There's so many.
Oh, I like how those line up nicely. Ooh. So is anyone going to argue in favor of Taken? Because I feel like we're very heavily Bacon focused so far.
Connor Ratliff has multiple bacons of 2.
Let's see
Interesting.
him.
Connor
Oh, yeah, he's
Ratliff was
got
in
several.
Standing Up, Falling Down with Kevin Dunn, who was in Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. Connor Ratliff was in The
Got
Discovery
Kevin
with Mary
Connections.
Steenburgen.
Wow, Connor's
Coin
been in
Heist.
more movies than I realized, to be completely honest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Connor's been in a lot.
Oh, I mean, he's in
Which means Gethard then has a
I was gonna
bacon
say,
number
yeah,
3.
yeah.
At least,
At
maybe
least.
less. I
Yeah,
would bet less.
probably less.
Yeah.
I think Geth probably has a 2 also.
Yeah, surely. I don't know what it is, but I feel it in my heart.
Well, let's find out. I do like how we've very much gone.
Well, Geth was almost in an X-Men movie.
He was cut from X-Men and from
He was
Iron Man.
almost in Iron Man 3. Was he almost in X-Men?
Maybe
Oh, wasn't
both.
he?
I think
I
he
thought
was in Iron Man or almost in Iron Man and got cut.
Of course, Matt Walsh is. So
Well, we got 2.
tons of UCB people are 2 just because of Matt Walsh.
Yeah, that checks out.
Peter Dinklage.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Bacon's in The Toxic. I'm not
Dinklage
surprised.
isn't he also in X-Men? So maybe not the same
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, he's in a different one. He's in Days of
Yeah.
Future Past. But I guess it makes sense that Kevin Bacon's in The Toxic Avenger since he was in Super.
Toxic Avenger?
So then anyone who's ever been on The Office also has a max of 2.
there you go.
Yeah,
Is it Steve Carell?
because of Rainn Wilson.
Oh, and Steve Carell because
In
of Crazy
Super.
Stupid Love.
But also Crazy Stupid
Oh,
Love,
yeah.
you're right, yeah. Well, so then those are some of Gethard's then, too.
Oh yeah, okay. Man, if
So then
only
it-
we had been extras on The Office.
That Intern Forrest definitely has a max of 3.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Intern
here they are.
Forrest. I think if you count any GLTS episode, then surely Intern Forrest has a 2. If,
Well, but he
if
has a
people on
2, I
GLTS
mean-
counts.
But then he has he has a 2 just because of Gethard.
Wow.
Well, no,
Wow,
he has a
who
3
made
because
this?
of Gethard, and then, yeah, he's probably got a 2 somewhere.
I
But
think
he
with
actually
GLTS
appeared on episodes of Planet Scum Live.
Okay,
So,
yeah, so
and on
that's
Sandwich
more
Nights.
legitimate.
So there is a legitimate claim, mostly through Sandwich Night. But this is from Things from the Void.
Amazing.
Yeah, it hasn't come out. It's
like that
wild that
photo.
it hasn't come out yet.
Sorry,
Well, I
what hasn't
count
come out?
TV
Oh.
Things from the Void.
New Toxic Avenger. But if you count TV, do you have to be on the same episode as the
Yes.
person that you're connecting with? Okay.
I think so.
I think so.
So you were on with Gethard, if you
Well, Intern
count
Forrest was,
Planet
yeah.
Scum. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten.
So that's
Where
why
is Intern
GLTS
Forrest?
wouldn't work then. Because he wasn't on camera on GLTS as often.
Does,
Like
do
Bryson
you
probably
know
has one of
which
2.
episodes Forrest has been on camera on?
On
for
GLTS,
GLTS?
or on Planet Scum Live.
Well, like GLTS, if it was with a famous person.
I don't think he was ever on at the same time as a famous person. Maybe the same episode. as
Same
a famous
episode
person.
counts.
I
Doesn't
don't
have to be
think
the same time.
that's on the IMDb. I have
Yeah.
to see if I can track down that info and add
If
it.
someone could call Intern Forrest and ask him. If only there was a way to call him.
Oh,
like a
let me be
phone.
clear. It's definitely that he may in part not remember much
Well,
about
let's
some
give
of
him
those episodes.
let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I think Intern Forrest probably
Yeah.
would remember.
Well, he definitely wasn't busy running social media and has some
And the
easy
show.
memories of many GLTS episodes.
I feel like there's several times in the chat someone will say something about a past GLTS and the members of GLTS will be like, I do not remember that even at all.
Well, and he definitely didn't also
No, what-
miss most of Planet Scum Live because he was doing phones.
No,
A great-
didn't happen.
A great example of how awesome the Georgie Porgy chatters are when we were watching the YouTube premiere of the I guess the most recent episode, the Littlefield episode, where I got a broken VHS tape, and someone asked me, "Oh, how much of your stuff is broken stuff?" And I said,
The bell?
I was like, "Oh, just the movie," and they're like, "What about the bell?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, what about the
I feel like
bell?
it's different. I feel like because that I was forced to break, so I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's less a broken thing when you're the one who breaks it. But I was like, oh shit, yep, nope. 2 of the things I own.
Isn't it weird when strangers know
related.
things about you?
Yeah.
Like, not strangers in a mean way, just like literal strangers.
No, yeah, people. Oh, I mean, of course. I mean, the Georgia Porters know all that happens. So
Yeah.
um,
Your post-it from Rich Summer.
you know, we'll often have to help remind Pat of stuff. You know, he knows we'll be able to help convey what had occurred on the things that he was actually present for.
Yeah.
Well, of course, sometimes he's napping, so
He's often napping. Mhm.
so when you're napping, you're gonna miss out on stuff.
Yep. I mean, I really feel like Bacon is winning this contest. I think there's really no competition.
So
Yeah,
I've
no one's
seen,
really.
seen it taken.
I've
Okay.
seen no Takens.
I haven't
I
seen any
remember liking
Takens,
it.
but I've seen Bacon's. Oh,
I've
Phony's
seen-
taking a call. I didn't notice that. That's great.
I've seen a couple of Bacons,
Mm-hmm. I've
Even
seen
if-
Footloose.
even if the one might not be in something considered a movie. I've
Right.
seen him in something.
I mean, I'd
Like a
love
play?
if Taken would stop talking to the press about actors whose career he thinks should come back.
Although you must love Taken Phony because it involves calling someone.
That's my favorite part. Yeah, the phone is again
good
the
call.
centerpiece of Taken. The phone is the key to all this.
Yeah, the phone gets all the best lines.
What-
Yeah.
Maybe this is a topic for next week, but what are your thoughts on phone booth
I mean, I
and
don't.
or cellular?
I think it's unfair to put a phone booth in such a stressful situation. That phone booth is just minding its business, and then they want to shoot it to shoot Colin Farrell?
Oh no, not Colin Farrell.
I don't care about that. I'm worried about the phone booth glass. You don't need to break the phone booth glass to take out Colin Farrell. Just wait for him to leave.
Oh, my mistake. Why did I think? Oh wait, Chris Evans is in cellular.
Well, and then there's Cellular, which is the whole other movie. So, is that the Stephen King one?
It's the one where someone is kidnapped and they call a random guy on the phone who I think is Chris Evans.
And I think it's
Oh.
the same. I think it's the same director or something
It's
like
not
that.
the one where the cell phones kill people, because I didn't like that one.
No.
Because that was
No.
that was slander against
Oh,
cell
and
phones.
Kim Basinger is in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I've
So,
definitely saw
Phony,
this
does any
when it
movie
came out.
involving a phone a movie that you can claim you have been in?
I mean, I was
Not
one of
all
the
phones are
headsets
the
in the
same.
Matrix.
Yeah, that was a specific role though.
Yeah.
Not all phones look the same to us, blog.
Also, like, with Hollywood Magic, I don't have to look like this exact phone.
That's cool. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I could, like, for example, be a red phone,
I can
or
hardly
a
imagine it.
purple, pink phone.
Phony's dead
Ooh.
again.
You can do a lot with digital magic.
Yeah. Like a whole new phony.
I mean,
it could even be like,
I only really enjoy practical phones.
Yeah. These days though.
I mean, I am a practical phone.
Now
I am a
you're-
practical phone.
You're a little
you said
digital.
that and then you were immediately gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Fine, I'm a practical phone. See, look at me walking off,
Oh,
Things
wow.
from the Void has a good point.
Pretty
and then I
impressive.
come back on. A digital phone couldn't walk around like this.
That's pretty cool.
This is a great question.
I didn't know you could walk. Yeah, Things from the Void has a good point, and then Jazz also has a great question.
Can I do a little spin? Let's answer Jass's question. Oh, that's just Jass's question.
Things from the Void says, I think Phony was thinking of 2008's One Missed Call. Could that be it?
I was thinking of Cell, the Stephen King movie where cell phones kill people.
Oh, so there's one
What?
called Cell and one called Cellular
What
Yeah.
doesn't kill people, according
in
to
the Stephen King movie. I don't know.
I don't know. What is a like non-malevolent thing in a Stephen King movie?
Well, I guess you're proving that Phony can't do a little spin.
I wish Pony could do a little spin.
Phony's trying to figure out how to do a little spin. It's
Ooh,
Can-
maybe even better, or maybe exactly the same. Can Phony do a flip?
Do a flip. I wonder what Zach Cherry's bacon number is.
Oh man,
Probably 2.
who's got it? He's got it. I feel like.
He's been in some big things lately.
I mean, and of course you can do a bunch of the Spider-Man movies.
and I mean
I wonder who's the closest link between Spider-Man and Kevin Bacon.
Probably X-Men First Class.
Yeah, but was anybody in X-Men First Class that was in Spider-Man?
No, I don't know.
I mean Kevin Bacon does tie back to the MCU through Guardians.
That's true.
Oh right.
Was anybody in Guardians and Spider-Man? I'm just thinking, like, what
but
actor is the closest to
It
Kevin
goes back.
Bacon?
It at least gets you to Avengers, like to Infinity
yeah.
War.
Yeah, that would work. But there's got to be somebody who is in Spider-Man who's also in a movie with Kevin. I feel it in my soul. I just don't know who it is. Who was the Vulture in the first one?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Doesn't it feel like Michael Keaton has been in a movie with Kevin Bacon?
Oh, and of course, I mean, Kevin Bacon is mentioned by name in the Guardians movies. Phony's
Oh, yeah. Before he's actually in them. Yeah,
yeah.
it's true. Okay.
So
Huh?
I mean,
No,
well,
he's not in a movie with Michael Keaton.
kind of doing a spin. I'm just going off screen to do it. Whoa. So if I get real small, and then I go here, I think I can do a spin.
Yay.
Okay, here we go. Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. 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 Now I'm just zooming in and out. Whoa.
Oh,
In 3D.
that's pretty great. Jazz seems skeptical.
Yeah, I think it's a no. Phony can't spin.
I'm spinning
You do
right
a little
now.
flip. I don't know if it's
I'm doing
a
a
spin.
flip at least.
Yeah, I think you're doing a little flip.
I feel like Phony is becoming what is on him and becoming a rotor.
Oh no, that's a
like
little
where-
spin. I think.
The rotary, you're
Mhm.
just moving the
You
same
move
way
it in the
that
back.
the rotary works.
Yeah.
It's like whoa. I also honestly I can't really think of that many Liam Neeson movies that I have actually watched. I'm struggling thinking of him other than Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen Taken. Yeah, he was married to Natasha Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mom from The Parent Trap.
Mm.
Wow, he's been in so many movies that I haven't seen. Gosh, Liam. Oh, he apparently voiced Aslan in the Chronicles of Narnia, which I didn't realize.
Interesting.
After that, I mean, he's got a good voice, I suppose.
Yeah, I remember when that happened too, Void. Just that this is the whole Kevin Spacey should have a career back isn't the first time Liam Neeson's been disappointing.
Yeah, wow. I didn't know that he thought Kevin Spacey should
Yeah, he was one of the
His
people
career
who
back.
recently was like, yeah, I think he should have a career back. Hollywood needs him. And it's like, no,
I don't think Hollywood does,
I think
actually.
Hollywood's doing just fine. Liam
Yeah, better even.
Liam
In
Neeson
fact-
was in a Netflix Ice Road trucking movie a couple years back.
They're like, you know what? In fact, we need you to be the next Naked Gun.
Let me be frank. Kevin Spacey has a very specific set of skills.
We do not need to let him be frank under any circumstances.
Oh no, he doesn't need to be frank ever again.
Nope. How's it going with World Live?
Though that always reminds me of the fan theory that Palpatine's first name was Frank. Because in the Phantom
pretty
Menace he
funny.
says, "Let me be frank, Your Majesty."
Does he not have an actual first name?
Oh, he does now, and his first. I'm glad you asked,
Oh no.
because his first name is in this Redeem. Hey.
Wow.
His name's Sheev.
Jeez. That sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like maybe I've heard that through the grapevine.
The novel Tarkin established it
Wow.
by James Luceno.
Tarkin.
It was all about Tarkin.
But that's canonical?
Yeah, that's part of canon. That was one of the early canon novels.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But some legends snuck its way in because James Luceno also wrote Darth Plagueis, the novel.
Wow.
I wonder what Darth Plagueis' bacon number is.
The actor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, the character. He played
The Sith
himself.
Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who the actor is. Well, many things I don't know.
Breaking news.
No, is it Kevin Bacon or Liam?
That's taken news.
Oh, it's Liam.
Everyone's favorite game. Taken or Bacon?
It's taken.
Yeah, that's taken.
Wow.
The poster is very funny, Jeff. It looks like an asylum movie.
Wow.
Wow.
Wiz's bacon number is 2.
Nice.
And I think
Oh, is it really?
Intern
job.
Forrest's is 2 or 3. It's
Yeah.
definitely at least 3.
I think
Because he was
Mine
on
is
an
also
episode of
3.
Planets Go Live with Gethard, who was in The Office,
The Office.
with
At
Steve
least.
Carell, who was in Crazy Stupid Love with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. But if you count GLTS, perhaps it's 1. I don't know
if
who,
you
but
count
perhaps.
behind the scenes work, it might be closer.
Yeah. Surely. Has Kevin Bacon been in a movie with anybody who was directly on GLTS?
Oh, I'd have to be.
Yeah, you would think, right? But I can't think of who it would be.
Well, let me go through the whole list in my mind.
There's a few who I think are likely contenders to be the one who would link it up.
Just because they're big names?
More likely pre-2020 GLTS, says Lena.
Yeah, that's a good point, Lena.
But then that wouldn't help Intern Forrest.
What about
Okay, if you include TV, it's definitely a link of 2 for Intern Forrest. Because,
Ooh.
well, no, it's another 3,
Possibly.
though. It's another 3, because Kevin Bacon would have to be on... No?
So do you count SNL?
No,
we
I'm
count
not even
SNL.
talking SNL.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, I'll wait. You're right. I have to dig in to see. It wouldn't. It would have to be the specific episode, not just
What
that they're both
about-
on Robot Chicken.
what about
But maybe.
Leah Thompson? I feel like she has to have
Oh,
been.
yeah, that feels right. Feels like a possibility. Let's ask the Oracle.
Yeah, Kevin has 0 view. Exactly. So
Is
it's
she in
2,
Hollow
that's why
Knight?
it's
Who
2
else
or
is in
3.
Hollow? Not Hollow
No,
Knight.
she
Hollow.
has a bacon number of 2, it seems.
I checked Whoopi, and
Yeah.
Whoopi, I think also has a 2.
What? 2? Oh, wait, Whoopi has a 1.
Oh,
Whoopi may be the connection we need.
yeah.
They were both in Destination Anywhere.
Okay, so then Forrest has a 2. If you include behind the scenes work, because he did social media on an episode of GLTS that Whoopi was on.
I think it
And
counts.
She was in something with Kevin Bacon with Watto. For some reason, I jumped to Watto.
She was in something with Watto.
Yeah.
Wow, bacon number 2.
There's got to be more.
Things
Well,
from
and
the
I mean,
void.
the-
Have you drunk from the same glass as Kevin?
The George Lucas doll might have a bacon number of 1. It might have just appeared in something with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, really?
Well, because if Kevin Bacon has been on an episode of Seth Meyers while the George Lucas doll is there.
Oh, I don't know if he has. Plausible.
And, a show that... Well, let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking for images of late night. I mean, he's certainly been on late night, but I don't know if he's been on it recently.
Kevin Bacon was cut from the Simpsons movie, apparently.
Oh, The Simpsons. It's interesting that you should bring that up.
That's what it's interesting that I bring that up, because after this, there's Simpsons trivia on Grand Trivia.
Simpsons Trivia Part 2.
Yes, the second episode of Simpsons Trivia.
I hope there's nothing from the last 15 years.
There isn't. No, just kidding. No.
Let me see if
Could
there
you-
is, actually. I
could
don't
you
know
imagine
that there
going-
is.
Could you imagine going back in time and telling
Oh.
your younger self that The Simpsons would still be on TV and that it was a show you did not care about and do not watch
I
anymore?
think the fact that it's still on TV is more shocking than anything else.
There is at least one question that references things from the past 15 years.
Just one, though.
Yeah. It would be fun. That would have been a good bit, Jess. If Simpsons Trivia 1 had just been about Simpsons roasting on an open fire.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I would probably do much better than if it's on anything from the last 15 years.
You could do one that was just Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah.
So many Simpsons.
Good future elite trivia up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
And the
I just
AI
make...
do the questions, though.
They're so bad. I mean, I could see what AI would come up with for Simpsons questions, but Dune questions it came up with weren't great.
I don't believe in AI for these things. You need the touch of a phone.
Ooh, tiebreaker. Only questions from the most recent season.
Oh, God. No, nobody would get anything.
Homer takes what job in an episode that's a parody about
Right.
police brutality? The answer, a crossing guard.
Okay.
This one was invented by a writer.
Good timing.
An
Westworld.
employee at what kind of car dealership demolishes the house next door to The Simpsons in the most recent season?
In the most recent
Don't-
seasons,
simply
because
don't
something
know.
like that has happened before. It's just
It was
Happened
not
differently this
explained
time.
if it was Ruth Powers' house or another house either. I don't think.
You never know. How many
No, I mean,
hours is all
I'll
The
say-
Simpsons? Sorry, I
I'll
was
say
just
this:
being
I'm
sarcastic.
all
less,
caught up
less than
on the.
GLTS.
That's wild.
Well, that's true because I mean the GLTSs are all so much longer.
Yes.
They are,
So-
and they did used to do 4 and 3.5 hours a week for almost a year. which
There
really
was a
adds
good
up.
episode. There was an episode about how important unions are in the most recent episode of The Simpsons. The most recent
I
season.
wonder if they let the animators unionize.
It was right around the time that the writer's strike was starting to flare up that they wrote it. So
Okay. Good.
it's
I
Marge
guess.
gets a job at a ghost kitchen and tries to unionize it.
What's a
yeah.
ghost kitchen?
It's a kitchen that isn't a physical place and is only in delivery apps.
Oh, weird. I've actually found one of those, and I was just confused.
That was Night of the Living Wage,
Nice.
and it was
That's
written by
pretty good.
Chris Clements. And Jason Mantzoukas is in it as the CEO of the company.
Oh, I
Wow.
wonder what Jason
Hard
Mantzoukas'
with
bacon
that.
number
I-
is.
Probably watched an episode of Simpsons if Jason Mantzoukas is in it.
Wouldn't we all?
I mean, I think that's the only one he's in, so you must have seen that one.
No, I have not
You
seen
would
it. I'm
watch
just
it.
Oh, but
saying.
you would see it.
But I would watch anything if he told me Jason Mantzoukas was in it.
Jason Mantzoukas has a bacon number of 2 in many different ways. Jason
Let's hear
Mantzoukas.
all the ways.
I don't know. All of them?
All of them.
All right. Oh, Jason Mantzoukas was in a Parks and Recreation special with Adam Scott, who was in Black Mass with Kevin Bacon. Jason Mantzoukas was in The
Oh, well, there's
Disaster
also
Artist.
your LTS connection.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Adam Scott.
Jerry connection.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
Yeah, just if that counts for Adam Scott, then boom.
Yeah.
Zach Cherry, boom, GLTS.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true. Disaster Artist with Ari Greener, who was in Mystic River with Kevin Bacon. Ralph Breaks the Internet with Ming Na Wen. Cool. Who was in The Darkest with Kevin Bacon.
Well, and that means that means everyone who's ever been on The Mandalorian has at least a 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. If only we had been on The Mandalorian, right?
I mean,
my
we can
gosh.
dare to imagine.
It's not canceled, right? We have time.
I mean, they're doing the movie.
I didn't even know they were doing a movie.
Yeah,
Yep,
The Mandalorian and Grogu is the
and
new movie.
sounds like
Seriously?
something Sony's picking up, but it is 100% true.
Wow.
That's going to be the first Star Wars movie in theaters in 5 years.
Oh, really? Oh, no. I mean, I do like Pedro Pascal.
Well, he will barely be in it probably because he'll be busy
Westworld
filming
Wives
things
says,
that
I
need his
think-
face.
Well, yeah. And so many things do need his face. Westworld Live says, I think the clock is ticking on Star Wars TV. And I've been saying this about Star Trek TV for a while, so I think both
Yeah,
of these
Star
things
Trek
are
TV
true.
also not looking good, even
Yep.
though it
Yeah.
just had like the biggest 3 years or so.
And yet,
See,
I
but
am
they're
a
having problems
Discovery
for-
defender, but
I mean,
it's not.
yeah, it's not.
I would say
it's bad.
It's definitely my least favorite of all the new shows.
I mean, I think Paramount is definitely crashing and burning. Like Paramount Plus is losing so much money.
See, I think that's the difference. Is Disney just so okay? No, Acolyte does look really good though. Carrie-Anne Moss in a Star Wars where the Jedi fight with actual kind of martial arts moves,
Actually, that does sound good. Now that you mention it.
and it's a murder mystery about someone killing Jedi.
They're doing great, but that's
But
being
canceled.
said. But Lower Decks is canceled. They have their next season, which they did not know is going to be their final season, and then they're done.
Yeah, people
Which
keep
is-
saying that. Like
Bad.
people on the internet who are wrong are like, well, at least it didn't go on too long. I'm like, no, they had plans for 7 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Westworld
like
Live did
that's
not
like if
know
you've
that they
seen my
got
recent
canceled.
tirades about how mad I am about what Star Trek's doing. It
Strange
was
New
right
Worlds
after
isn't
it
canceled.
started.
No,
Like
Strange New
like
World
3
is
weeks
not
ago.
yet canceled.
It's just Lower
Yeah.
Decks.
Yeah, Lower Decks
is
is canceled. I mean, Strange New Worlds it will continue, but Lower Deck is canceled. But they have their final season, which just like Discovery did not know it was going to be their final season.
Again,
yes,
Yeah.
it's
extremely
the cheap
frustrating.
show to make.
Yeah,
You
they're ending it
know,
after
It
a
is
5-year
so
mission.
stupid, and it's
It's
so popular.
It's so popular. It's the most pop
It's
culture,
beloved.
and yeah,
Got a lot of big
it's-
names on it who promote it all the time.
Yeah, no,
It must be. I mean, seriously, like compared to Discovery or Strange New Worlds, it must be so cheap to make because literally they're spending like millions per episode on Strange New Worlds, which I'm not totally mad about. Although I think maybe they could still make a good show with less money.
it's just so weird because, yeah, they could just continue doing Lower Decks forever, but they're like, nope.
They're like, you know what? We'll save our network if we cancel everything and then make new shows that will probably be as popular as Game of Thrones. And you're like, yeah, Paramount, I'm sure they will be.
I legitimately think they're just canceling things to try to sell more easily.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just kind of giving up and doing whatever they can to try to escape. I don't know. It is funny though, because they had like 2 big companies interested in buying them, and neither of them worked out, which is a little weird.
But yeah,
I
I do
mean-
feel like why not? You could bring them into any sort of live action. You don't even have to be convoluted about it. You could just do a show from that time period, which was also what's frustrating is the time period of Lower Decks is also one of the time periods people are most interested in. Post Nemesis, but not, a bunch of years later to be the same ages as those actors with Picard. It's, and it's like right before the events that lead to the Kelvin universe. But yeah, Star Trek. Enjoy your Strange New World, because that might be the only one that stays, which is the best. Strange New World is already my second favorite Star Trek show.
I mean,
Really?
they
Wow.
kind of are doing a. George wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that was going to be Star Wars Underworld, which was George's What If the Sopranos but Star Wars show.
I would definitely watch that. Especially
And,
if it was not very connected to the big characters. 'Cause
Well,
then they could do whatever
Palpatine
they
was going to
want.
be in it. And they were going to possibly reveal that Palpatine turned evil because a woman dumped him.
Oh, that is kind of funny, actually. I mean, probably
George
terrible, but
also
kind of
tried
funny.
to do a Lower Deck because he tried to do a silly
Detours?
Star Wars show.
I
Yeah,
will
exactly.
say,
Incel Sheev. Which I kind of think is funny.
I mean, they're not wrong. Like,
Yeah.
It all
I
lines up.
mean,
But he did have not to spoil anything, but he did have a granddaughter.
Yeah, Palpatine was going to be wronged by a heartless female gangster.
Oh,
And that was
females
going to be
do
what turned
heartless.
him to the made him embrace hatred.
but I believe
What happens?
that Palpatine had his granddaughter through cloning still, though. So
Oh, is
I
that
mean,
true?
Can
Palpatine sitcom one.
here's the thing: did Rise of Skywalker get into that kind of a detail of what happened?
No, I don't think the movie did.
I believe there is somewhere that dictates, maybe a comic that dictates that Rey's father was a.
You're right. They say
Palpatine
he's a
clone.
clone. They say he's a
Oh,
clone.
what?
You're right.
Really?
You're right. You're right.
Didn't know that. Wait,
The
so
implication
if,
is that he.
hang on. If Rey's father is a clone of Palpatine, then isn't she also kind of his daughter?
Kind
Like
of,
Palpatine's
Yeah.
daughter?
genetically.
Yeah, they say he's a clone because the whole because they JJ embraced Dark Empire, essentially.
Okay.
Which was about Palpatine surviving death through a clone and then coming back as like a young fighter. But they were like, but we want Ian McDermott back, so he's a corpse on a big arm.
Love that.
Also, what's been frustrating, one of the many things that's frustrating about Star Wars is I think there's always this implication. I'm sure Legends
There we
went
go.
into that Anakin was created in some way because of Palpatine.
So that
is
not that was in some George implied it apparently
George
and
implied
cut
it.
stuff from Revenge of the Sith, but moved away from it, and then like some novels and comics leaned more into it. I think officially canonically, still the answer is not that Palpatine created Anakin,
But
you
definitely,
can, like, see the outlines. Or sorry, not the
definitely,
Plagueis.
I feel like watching Episode 1 in theaters for the first time,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is gonna happen." No,
You know, sometimes you don't need to explain things. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
even better if you don't explain things.
They wanted
That's my opinion.
Plagueis. Yeah, so I know what that means, which is annoying. The Sith
Yeah.
Eternal
What's
are
this
Palpatine's cult
Strand cast. A clone?
clone.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Sith cult isn't.
so the question is,
Exactly. It's why all the Mando stuff are doing
yes,
like the cloning of Giancarlo Esposito and Project Necromancer and all that.
yes, and
So-
Bad Batch.
He's kind of he's a hybrid.
That's
So
I
I
don't
mean,
know
I
what
think-
Strandcast.
I think this kind of proves that. I think that she
okay.
is an incel. I don't think that she fucks.
Yeah, Sheev, I guess, doesn't fuck, but Dathan, I guess, does.
Dathan does.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Jodie Comer
Canonically.
is
Dathan-
Rey's mom.
Definitely fucks.
Oh, I like Jodie Comer.
Yeah.
She
She
clones
don't
fuck.
Confirmed.
But
Or to
interesting.
put it in Star Wars, Sheev clones Fook.
What?
So when in the original in Legends, when they cloned Luke, the clone of Luke was Luke.
With extra U's?
Yeah.
Oh
Luke-
no.
The
Luke
big
eight-
twist.
8
of-
O's Luke.
The big twist of one of the novels is that someone is obviously a clone because there's 2 U's in their names.
Well, they really. That's
But
a
we
big
had
giveaway.
never met the original version with 1 U, so as a reader, we would have no idea.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah,
They added
exactly.
fuck jeans, parentheses,
Joe
apple
Reese.
bottoms, those things from the voice.
facts that we're learning tonight.
I wonder if bacon exists in Star Wars.
The food or the
Would-
person?
The food, it does.
What,
Star Wars
do they
likes
have
to
blue
make up
bacon?
names for things like
Galaxy's
calf,
Edge canonized bacon.
so they're
Is it
Star Wars
blue?
pigs.
Bacon
there's
was a
those
type of
pigs-
meat that could optionally be added to Shizor salad.
And
what
nothing
about
else.
the Jabba's palace guards? There's those pig-like guards.
In
So-
Legends, Dexter Jetster served bacon and loved it.
So
Of
who's
course.
Julius Shizor?
Oh,
Thank
guess sorry. Star Wars pigs are what I call the fanboys who buy Sheev's bathwater.
Oh, no. I didn't see where that was going.
I didn't. Oh my god! I didn't even. It did. I didn't even
let's
catch
see.
that Shizor salad is a Caesar salad joke.
Yeah, I want to know who Julius Shizor is.
Oh.
Probably named after Prince Shizor. Well, not the concept of a
Well, just
prince.
because like Caesar salad, Kaiser roll, they all come
Yeah.
from the same word, of course.
Prince Shizor is a lizard who fucks.
But
I'm down for that.
Shizor's
He uses pheromones to manipulate people into having sex with him because he's a
Well,
villain.
I'm not down for that. That is
That's why I
villainous.
needed to clarify. He sucks.
Shadows of
Yeah,
the
he
Empire
sucks.
was
We should
cool
just
at the
stab
time, and
Shizor.
it is cool.
He tries it with Leia and she kicks him in the dick.
That's good.
Where's my Jax?
Like
Raynos?
canonically,
What's
it's
his name?
just she knees him in the dick.
Let's learn more about Shizor. I'm interested now. Lizard guy, doesn't understand consent,
Dash Rednar.
has a salad.
That's what he
I'm-
looks like.
I'm kind of shocked that they haven't tried to make a Shadows of the Empire TV show.
I think
Yeah.
it's the CG isn't there yet.
Okay, got it.
Because you would need
Really?
Luke and Leia. If you're
Well, you
doing
could just
full on
do
shot.
You could do
you
a
could just
CG
do the
Luke and
Dash Rednar story.
Yeah, also that's true. They named an overpriced theme song after the space date race guy. Which
Oh,
does
no.
show. Well, but he didn't do that in canon. Is the
What do you mean he
thing.
didn't do it in canon? He did it
I mean,
in
that
Legends?
was Legends. Yeah.
Well, was he named in canon or was he named in Legends? 'Cause
Oh,
if
he's
he did it
named in
in-
both. So I would
Well,
love
he was
if
named
Disney
in Legends, I think
clarified.
It's still problematic.
Oh, it's still problematic. I just think it'd be very funny if there's a document in Disney headquarters somewhere where it's like, just to be clear, we named the salad after the canon version, who did not do any of the untoward things that the Legends did, which would be inappropriate for Walt Disney World Resort, former home of Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
We could ask George about it next year.
Oh, George. Ooh, George
wasn't
probably
involved?
knows who he is. I mean, George
know,
does,
yeah.
but George.
George.
Yeah. He's in the pod
He
race,
was dubious of
apparently.
a rumor and believed it was likely only a legend. Well, I guess it was Legends. So,
Wait, he's in the pod race twice.
what is this a Lego photo?
No, this is the actual like photo of the prop they used for the background of the pod race.
Wow, really? That
Yeah.
is, okay. Wild.
Yeah. The Micro Machine toy figurine was used as a stand-in
Yeah, I guess so.
to fill in. So yeah, Shizor was the namesake of the Shizor salad, though he was dubious of the rumor. Oh, you're right. So yeah, the art. The
We thought it
chef
was Legends
didn't
and it was
believe
Legends.
Okay.
Are there any other salads on Wikipedia? Less problematic salad.
The Berberisian crab salad.
That sounds good.
Is there only one salad you can get in Galaxy's Edge?
Buttered
Only
crab
one salad in the
sticks. All
entire Star Wars
right.
universe.
I
Oh,
won't
and this is from
order
the
it.
cookbook for Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, it looks kind of good, but I can't order it. Although, I mean, bacon. Which I guess is how we got here.
That's
Is
true.
that just a cup of bacon over there?
Yeah, it's just a cup
Oh,
of
that's
bacon.
a big cup of bacon. That's a full cup.
Get a full cup of bacon.
And some Parmesan crisp chips.
So out of universe, it's Parmesan and pepper for the cheese crisps.
So
And then
what-
the salad is lettuce, pea sprouts, bacon, and Chadian dressing, which is
I
its own
mean-
recipe.
It sounds pretty good, aside from the terrible name.
Oh, Shizor salad's also in Legends from a StarWars.com hyperspace article called Dining at Dex's.
Dexter Jesters?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a whole article just about making food with Star Wars names.
We could do that for a Former Randoms show at some point. Do a Former Randoms cooking channel.
Oh, they didn't get it on archive.org. Dang.
Oh, it's gone forever?
Yeah.
Sad. How could they remove that from StarWars.com?
I mean, they removed the raw, uncut footage from this set of Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith because George just had them point webcams at the set and let it roll.
Wow, George. Interesting use
so-
of a webcam.
So everything was known by the time the movies came out because they
mean,
saw
that
them
is-
film it all.
Very funny.
Tabana split is a banana split. I like that.
Yeah. So they have bananas. They have cows because they have Parmesan cheese.
Oh, here we
they
go.
have pigs.
Here are the recipes. We've got polystarch portion bread, the Ronto wrap, fried Andorian tip yip, tingular, a Mustafarian lava bun, Mugen tea, root leaf stew. Exactly, Tabana's a fuel gas from Bespin.
So you shouldn't
Bantha
have a
chai.
Tabana split.
No. Cavelian spice creams, Christophsian sugar. Oh, the Cliff Dweller. I believe that's, oh yeah, it's a non-alcoholic beverage from Octo.
Okay.
Oh, so that was one of the few things Intern Forrest was able to order when he visited Galaxy's Edge because his license had expired. So
They
he had a
wouldn't let you drink?
temporary license, and they wouldn't let him order any alcoholic drinks because
Wow.
That's great.
he didn't have photo ID.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I got the he got the cup.
Yeah.
And don't you worry. Intern Forrest was at Disneyland for 2 days. What percentage of those days do you think he spent anywhere that wasn't Galaxy's Edge? Very low. We've been there before. We went to the Scum and Villainy Cantina closer to when it opened. It's pretty cool. Right, Intern Forrest went on that wasn't in Galaxy's Edge was Star Tours.
Star Tours. The tater
Nice.
tot prices are offensive. Well,
All the prices at Scum and Villainy were pretty high, but
I
given
mean,
the setting, it's pretty cool.
yeah, and the name.
Get blue
What do you
milk.
expect?
I-
Did you get blue milk?
You can get blue milk at Galaxy's Edge. I don't think you can at Scum and Villainy Cantina.
But did you get blue milk?
Yeah, I got blue milk and green milk.
Nice. Which was better?
Green milk.
Blue.
What?
I think blue's better.
Blue. Got
I
it.
liked green, but I think blue's better.
They come from a Banta. Something like that.
Yeah, the blue's the bantha milk, and the green milk is the oh gosh, how am I blanking on the Octo seals with boobs that Luke milks?
Oh no.
Oh,
I remember that happening, but I don't know the name.
Not with words.
Thalasirens.
That's a big name.
Yeah. The Morning Cav had they served 151 at Disneyland.
Like alcohol?
It's a
Is that rum?
It's a very, very high proof alcohol. It's 75.5% alcohol by volume.
I think I've heard of it because people will use it for like fire breathing because of how
Yeah.
high it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's often what's used for fire breathing, for flaming shots.
Wow. And they just served it with coffee.
That's
With coffee.
in Disneyland.
I mean, what could go wrong? Especially in the morning.
I mean, that's when you need it.
I guess. When you're surrounded by your kids and gonna go out.
Well, you got to take a shot before you go fly the Falcon.
I guess. Bye, Wiz World Live.
I don't drink coffee, but I feel like that's one way you could maybe convince me to do it.
very high proof rum in it.
Yeah, be like, but what if you did it with high alcohol in it? Like, oh, well, now I gotta try it. Now this will taste great. This thing I don't like the taste of.
So now they have other calf drinks, but I don't think they have that one anymore.
The internet seems to think that it's been discarded. Or sorry, is that the right word? Discontinued. There you go.
That makes sense.
They're like, this is a mistake, actually.
Yeah. It feels like a thing where they'd try it, because now everything is like, they serve alcohol, but they do limit how much you can have.
Well, apparently Bacardi 151 just doesn't exist. Not just
Bacardi 151 is discontinued.
They've not made it anymore. Yeah.
And you know what's great to put in Bloody Marys?
Tomato juice.
Bacon.
That's true.
Oh, I meant Taken.
Taken.
Yeah, put your DVDs in those Bloody Marys.
Wow. Their website's a little bit intense. It says
Taken?
No, that for Bacardi 151 rum, there's a whole website explaining the legend of Bacardi 151 rum. Why was it discontinued? Well, we had taken the first precaution with a metal flame protector built into the lid. Yes, all bottles of 151 are known for their flammable qualities. We're sure you can guess how that situation escalated. The responsible next step was to discontinue Bacardi 151 altogether. Some things are just better left to the imagination. What happened? Something. I mean, I know people were using it for fire breathing, but like something happened.
So I tried to get the Rancor because you can get the flight that of stuff that comes in Rancor teeth glasses.
That's cool.
But you have
keep them.
You can keep them, but if you buy it with just the glasses, it's the same price.
Oh, what?
And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend $80 for like 5 for some plastic teeth and nothing else.
So you may as well get the drink, you mean?
Because I couldn't get the drink. Because it was alcoholic.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's a Rancor Tooth beer flight. Oh, well now you can just buy it online.
Well, there you go.
Didn't know that.
Oh, it's not available. But yeah, it's like 4 little drinks that look like Rancor teeth. They're pretty cool.
Cute. Especially if they're actual like shot glasses you could use again.
Yeah, they're.
That's cool. For ceramic, I guess.
Yeah, the ceramic glazed Rancor teeth with contrasting black rim and interior, and the rim features Arabic text.
Oh, okay. I don't know that language. I wonder what it says.
Knowing them, probably like Rancor.
Yep. That's fine.
Not Kevin Bacon. Yeah, you can get it for $200 on eBay, which I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Or how much if you get it in person?
Like 60 or 80.
Yeah.
I feel like I can make them myself for less than $200.
I mean, you just need a Rancor and take their teeth.
They're going for $180 at Goodwill.com or GoodwillFinds.com.
Not a great deal, but a deal, I guess.
More of a deal than eBay.
Yeah, but I feel like Goodwill should be cheaper than that.
Interesting. A bunch of places are like, oh yeah, we have it. But they don't. Oh, and for those who didn't know what Scum and Villainy is, this is what Scum and Villainy looks like.
Wait, what?
This is Scum and Villainy, just a bar in LA that looks
It's pretty friendly.
a lot like the Mos Eisley Cantina.
My friend doesn't like you.
And that has other like generic, like overall geeky drinks. Like the Stay Puft Martini.
Oh, so it's not officially associated with Star Wars?
This is not a. Oh, they have the Witness Me Furiosa.
Ooh,
But yeah,
that?
this isn't an official Star Wars thing at all.
Does this
They do
count
sell
as Scum
I
Bum?
thought you were talking about something in Disney Land or world?
Oh, this probably does count as scumbumming.
Scumbumming. Play
This
the
is
theme
on Hollywood
song.
Boulevard.
Play that bumper.
Roll that bumper. That bumming bumper. It's okay. There isn't one. Oh.
That's what happens.
Yep. Especially when Missy's not here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, here's our topic. Let's just talk about Star Wars and Star Trek.
That's true. Kevin Smith is Fat Man Beyond there.
Ooh, okay.
I'm
So
honestly
let's
surprised.
talk more about Star Trek.
Whoop.
Star Wars, Star Trek,
Let's talk
Star
more
Wars,
about how
Star
dumb
Trek.
Paramount is.
Yeah. We got some good years though, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
I mean, well, before all the shows got canceled, there were more new shows than there were shows before Discovery.
That's pretty cool. When you look at it like that. Not as many episodes, but more
Not
shows.
as many episodes, but more shows.
Yeah. I do kind of wonder if they put some of them on CBS, if it might help them a little bit. Just like the first season.
It does seem odd that it's like our big product in Star Trek and streaming, but we're never going to put it on broadcast TV.
I just feel like it would help them. Just put it on a year later. I think they would still get a lot of subscribers.
Just put it on UPN.
Put it on UPN, the popular network that definitely exists.
So it looks like almost every Star Trek captain has a bacon number of 2.
That's
Who
cool.
doesn't?
Good for them.
No, so far all of them do. I only hedged almost because some of those background captains, but all of the main captains that I've looked at have a bacon number of 2.
Okay.
What about what's his name? Sorrow. Actor?
Oh,
Doug
Doug
Jones?
Jones?
Doug Jones.
Yeah, Doug Jones. Does he count?
He's got it too. Because
He's
he's
got
in
it
The Shape
too.
of Water with Richard Jenkins, who's the Tender Age with Kevin Bacon.
It counts.
He has multiple 2s.
He does have multiple 2s.
He
You know
was
what?
in Monkey Bone?
Makes sense.
That makes sense, but
Yeah.
I certainly haven't seen it. But it
He was
just
in the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie also.
oh, way to go.
Oh, new Star Trek Captain Holly Hunter. That's true.
Holly Hunter. I don't know, guys. I mean, I want to look forward to the new shows, but deep down in my heart, do I?
Yeah, they're like, we're Lower Decks, get rid of that. Let's just focus on a new show that takes place as a
Cass
sequel
is
to
right.
the other show we're ending, which is our least popular.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense when you say it like that.
When you say it like that,
Especially given, like, Lower Decks must be cheaper. It must be so much cheaper.
it's so much cheaper.
And they get such big name actors that can go on their little, like, Star Trek Day events and stuff and talk about them on the podcasts. And,
I still feel like in some way it's like this is for striking. They're like, we're just gonna not create content anymore because everyone went on strike.
I mean, yeah, but it just seems like, how does that help anybody?
Oh, I should show off my shirt, which is this Kevin Bacon, the shirt? It's just like
You have a bacon
All
shirt?
13.
That's a good movie. Maybe it's time to rewatch Apollo
He's in there
13.
somewhere.
Whoa!
Peter Newman. What movie?
What?
Wait, who?
The link between Holly Hunter and Kevin Bacon is End of the Line, a movie produced by Peter Newman, the father of Griffin Newman.
Wow.
Van Hooman? That
He
is
was
pretty cool.
on-
He was a salmon guy?
Yeah, the salmon guy.
Yes.
He was on The Tick.
Yeah, I can pick. Bacon. What's the theme for next week?
Good question.
I don't know.
I'm thinking phone booth versus cellular. Again, I feel like they're directed by the same person or something like that.
Oh, really?
Maybe not.
Peter Newman is in The Squid and the Whale,
I don't think I've
the
seen that.
Noah Baumbach movie with Jeff Daniels and Jesse
Oh.
Eisenberg and Anna
I didn't know he
Paquin.
was an actor.
That's his only role as an actor.
Oh, okay. Is he playing himself?
No, he's
Oh, he's
playing
just
Mr.
going up?
Greenberg,
What? All right.
and then Greta Klein plays Greta Greenberg, and Peggy Gormley plays Mrs. Greenberg.
I'm looking at Peter Newman on the Oracle of Bacon, but I don't think it's going to be the right Peter Newman. Is there another one? No, they only give me
Oh,
one. but I
Eisenberg
don't
would be
think it's
great on
good.
GLTS. Yeah,
Jesse Eisenberg?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe they're not related. I feel like there was some other connection, but maybe it's just that one involves you being stuck on the phone that's stationary, and one involves you being stuck on a phone that's not stationary.
I mean, it's really not stationary is better.
You'd think so,
I would think so.
but I mean,
I'm pretty stationary.
I don't know. You did a little flip.
one,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, one you got Captain America, the other one you got Bullseye,
Or the
Uh,
Penguin.
oh, also the Penguin.
But to keep it, if you make yours Marvel, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's favorite character, Bullseye. Sometimes you are taken off the hook.
Taken off the hook.
I mean, clearly that's
I'm
what
not
we should have.
bacon off the hook.
No, you're not.
Ooh, bacon off the hook.
George Wendt is in a movie that Peter Newman produced
George Wendt
called,
played Peter Griffin in a movie.
called Space Truckers
Oh, yeah.
with Dennis Hopper as John Canyon and Stephen Dorff and Charles Dance and George Wendt and wow.
Charles Dance.
Yeah, Charles Dance that's wild. He's in this movie.
Yeah.
Ah.
I feel like I know him from the Big Fat Quiz. He reads celebrity autobiographies.
And of course, George Wendt played Santa in one of those Air Buddies movies.
He
Oh,
also
okay.
played Santa in
Nobody's.
A Colbert Christmas, the greatest gift of all.
Wow, he's a big Santa guy.
Yeah. I do too.
Well, you figure if Roethlisberger got Star Wars, that Wendt wanted a Space Truckers.
But
Well-
Roethlisberger, he already had Star Wars before Cheers.
That's true. He had it before Cheers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's
I was
how-
just going to say that
Ratzenberger,
he was in.
Ratzenberger is in Empire Strikes Back.
And his character now has a name because of it.
I was going to
So I
say he
am-
was in Star Trek, but only in as more in reference, I
Right.
guess.
That's just in
I was
reference.
gonna say,
not-
yeah, like in
not
memory.
actual.
That's not the word.
So there's some
In,
big Star Wars news coming because there's a show called Star Wars Skeleton Crew,
What really?
which is going to release at some point in late 2024, which is like a coming of age like show with starring 4 children who end up on an adventure. But it also
Oh, it
features
sounds okay.
Jaleel White
Nice.
A dad.
and Jude Law.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Jude Law
I mean-
as a Force user.
I mean, I did.
It sounds okay. I don't know.
I did.
Urkel's gonna be
hear-
in Star Wars.
Well, I mean, we already had the other Sonic in Star Wars, so
That's true. He was BB-8.
But I also kind of heard about this because this basic plot idea synopsis sounds a lot like Star Trek Prodigy.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Another show which was canceled, but is still alive and will have a second season on Netflix.
Wait, Prodigy? No.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true too, Lena.
The second season that already exists, sort
It
of.
already exists, but hasn't
Okay.
aired yet, except in France by accident.
By accident.
Yeah, apparently there was
Smart.
like just literal miscommunication, and on Netflix in France released all of the episodes. They're like, oh, we thought we were supposed to.
That's fun.
But that will eventually happen. I wonder if they'll announce it immediately, like this Friday, because Discovery will be over and Paramount will have no new Star Trek show
So Netflix
until
will drop it.
I mean probably early next year. I don't know if they'll have anything by the end of this year.
The Daniels directed an episode of Skeleton Crew.
That sounds good.
Who did, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And David
Yeah.
Lowery, who did The Green Knight and is a blank check guest frequently, also directed an episode.
Sounds
So I didn't
intriguing, I guess.
I didn't think there'd be 2 Star Wars things with blank check guests directing at least part of them.
Well, I'll try to be optimistic. It sounds good.
I mean, they're saying it's trying to be like an Amblin movie.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
like E.T., like all the Steven Spielberg family
Amblin.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that sounds good.
Yeah.
hope.
Well, I mean, E.T. does exist in Star Wars.
That's true. Senator Greblips.
That is true. I forgot about that. Have you met E.T., Tony?
Oh, me and E.T. go way back,
Mm-hmm.
We both were on the Green Planet being taught by Botanicus.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
And then E.T. came to Earth throughout in his way. I came back to Earth in my way.
But E.T. never forgot you.
No, I mean, E.T.
Famously.
phone home.
Yeah. You're close.
Yeah, I'm his home.
You're his phone.
I'm his phone and his home.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
They should do an E.T. sequel where E.T. comes back, but no one understands what phones are anymore.
Well, great news for you. They did do an E.T. sequel.
Oh, no.
And it was a Super Bowl commercial with adult Elliot.
Del Elliott was in one of those Netflix.
He's
Hill
in
House shows.
the haunting ones.
Yeah, Hill House one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
isn't the right one. I don't think. This might be a fan one.
Oh wow, you were not kidding. Jude Law is playing Force User. That is his name.
Oh,
Force User.
I thought you were just saying he plays a Force user.
I
That's
thought
what
you were saying
Wikipedia
basically a
has it
Jedi,
as.
but nope.
He's a Force user. Well, he can't be a Jedi. I guess
Okay.
he could be a Jedi, but I guess, what am I saying? He can't be a Jedi. I mean, we got Ezra and Sabine and Ahsoka, so he can be a Jedi. He just kind of then has to die or go away by Last Jedi.
That could happen.
Yeah, I mean, all these new Star Wars shows let us know that there's actually another. There is another.
There is another.
Except for when there's not.
Oh, that is Corona BT guy. Elliot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is.
Because they're like, oh, well, who? Yeah, it's wild. Even Daniels struggle to get enough work to get their healthcare coverage. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Yeah.
So wait, now think about this commercial. You said 2019 this commercial came out?
Yeah.
So that came out after Haunting of
Hill House.
Hill House.
Oh, that's true. Oh,
Which is
look, it's
weird.
E.T. using VR.
They remembered about him. Oh. Wow.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't make this a movie.
It's not too late.
I wonder if Spielberg wouldn't let them.
Yeah,
Probably.
actually, that probably is the answer.
I mean, there's got to be an E.T. phone home reference in this commercial.
We just got
Oh, look, it's Jude. No, wait, what's Jude?
the holiday. Jude Law on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Lena, that like makes sense in a way, but also seems so wrong. I just feel like people should have health care. That's all I'm saying. Where is the ET puppet, you think?
Right here.
Oh yeah, my mistake.
Wow, wrong bag. That's gonna get flagged.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop playing it at that point. Let's see if we got the copyright flag yet. Huh?
How quickly it goes.
No.
It's like, wow,
I
undeniably.
think we made it.
Williams.
We don't have it
Careful.
yet. We don't have it yet.
Okay,
I mean, it was short enough.
we're getting away with it.
I mean, if we all sing it, what would happen?
If we
Well,
sing
I'll
it
tell you
really,
this.
really good.
I'll tell you this: the Fortnite game from yesterday got blocked a bit on YouTube.
Wow.
It's blocked
For the
in
music?
it's blocked in Russia because Bad Reputation and Breaking the Law by Judas Priest and Say So by Doja Cat are all in the game. And YouTube's like, no, don't play one of the biggest games in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Ruby Soho, not a problem. Hail to the King by Avenged Sevenfold, not a problem. See, Joan Jett, this is why you have a bad reputation.
Yeah, people are always talking about it.
Yeah. I know you don't give a damn, but like, you know. I do, because no one in Russia can watch my video that they were definitely going to watch.
I mean, I imagine there's
Where?
a huge Russian community in here. I mean, in the chat, if you're Russian, let us know.
Say down.
Type in Tetris if you're Russian.
Like the word Tetris, or like make
No,
ASCII
type
art
in
of the
Tetris.
game?
Type really fast so that Tetris begins playing in the chat.
Yeah, there might be a streamer mode I was supposed to enable, but Twitch knows, and Twitch doesn't care. And by me, I mean Intern Forest.
Intern
remember
Forest.
when people were getting dinged for having like the Switch sound, and Nintendo's like, no, we own
Yeah.
the Switch sound.
That's wild.
You can't make the Switch sound because we own that.
I'm really glad that Cerveza Crystal never did that.
Cerveza.
Cerveza.
I mean, they're probably just happy people are plugging their product.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they enjoy
definitely taking it as a positive that they were a global joke for a couple weeks.
So how about those Taken movies?
I saw the first one and I remember liking it, but I'm guessing it probably doesn't hold up super great.
Do they really keep taking the same daughter?
No.
Oh, okay,
Different
that's
people
probably
get
for the
taken
best.
in each one. They keep taking from the same family.
Well, that's also kind of hard to believe, but I guess they got to keep Liam in it.
So let's see. Yeah, Taken 1, it's the daughter. In Taken 2, Liam Neeson is kidnapped.
No.
Yeah, in Taken 2, Liam Neeson and his wife are kidnapped. His
What about
ex-wife
his skills?
are kidnapped by the father of one of the men he killed while saving his daughter.
Oh,
The
my God.
father. The father.
Yeah. And then in Taken 3,
It's just endless Taken. And people just keep taking someone for doing something to their daughter.
Never give him back. Keep taking.
in Taken 3, his ex-wife is killed?
Oh, well, classic, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm. Are there only 3 Takens? Guess I shouldn't say only.
So far, yeah.
They
no,
should
there's also
do-
Taforkin.
They
No,
should
there's not.
do-
There's
Oh.
Taken 2, and then Taken series, which was the Taken
series.
TV series,
Wow.
Which
which
are
is the
surely not-
origin story,
not
showing how
featuring
he
Liam
got.
Neeson.
Yeah, it's Clive Standen taking over the with the man. Okay,
Taken over.
The guy who replaced Liam Neeson's last name is Standen.
That's pretty great. I mean, good for him.
That's great.
He
It
called
was
his
an
shot.
NBC TV show that aired for 2 seasons of 26 episodes.
2 seasons is
They should
probably more than it deserves.
Jennifer Beals is in it.
Huh. They should do a Taken James Bond movie.
Marvel's Simu Liu is in it.
That must have been before he was famous, right?
Oh, yeah. This was 2017 to 2018. He's only
Okay, that
he's also
checks out.
only in season 1.
Yeah. He's like, I already have better things to do, frankly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should make a Taken movie, make it a James Bond movie, and they
Okay.
call it Taken, Not Stirred.
Yeah.
Well, like James and Taken Man meet.
Taken, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taken and Luigi Taken.
Also, I just thought of our topic for next week, which I love when we throw together topics, which I don't think Missy can help out with. Is this week was Taken. Next week, let's talk about Tekken. We could do Tekken versus another fighting game.
Mortal Kombat.
I mean, Mortal Kombat would be a classic.
Are you familiar with Tukken?
Tekken?
No.
No.
It's the spoof of Taken,
Oh, that
Like
adds
scary
up.
movie?
which surprisingly is not. It's John Asher.
3.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
It's not good, but it's not. I'm surprised it's not the epic movie. People.
The guy kind of looks like a combination of Liam Neeson and Kevin Bacon, to be honest.
Yeah. He was married to Jenny McCarthy for 6 years.
Well, that's not good.
Why did
From
they?
1/4 of a. There we go.
Well, I guess Liam Neeson is bringing it back, but why did they stop making all those parody movies?
I don't know.
They did so
Really-
many bad ones.
They really went off the rails. They were just like
Meet
every
the Spartans.
Meet
Yeah.
the Spartan. They're
Well-
they're just like just throw in every movie from the last year. It'll be great.
Because
I mean,
they
they
just.
must have done okay.
Until they didn't, I think.
Until they didn't, exactly.
Until they
yeah.
didn't.
Well, Meet the Spartans had a $30 million budget and made $84.6 million.
I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like.
Yeah.
What was the last of those?
Super Fast.
Superfast was the last of those, the Fast and the
In
Furious one.
2015, yeah.
Wow.
Super Fast.
Was that like super?
Never
Oh,
heard of
oh
it.
wow. Okay. Wow.
They're going nowhere fast. From the
They sure
filmmakers of The Starving Games, Meet the Spartans, and Vampires Suck.
Wow.
They say that like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Super
released
Fast
in
and
theaters.
Superfluous is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Super Fast and Super Furious.
Oh man,
But
I thought
super-
it was Superfluous.
Yours is better.
Oh, I'm so
Fast and
disappointed.
Superfluous is funnier.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Do you think they thought they were going to make a bunch of these?
Yeah, they probably hoped.
I mean,
But
but
how
they
mu-
didn't
okay, how
do it
much did
until
this movie
Fast
cost?
7. Or
Box
Furious
office
7.
$2 million, not good.
Yeah.
But how much did it cost to make?
They have not told us.
I mean, that's the struggle with car
Yes,
movies. Is I feel like it would cost a lot to make. Like it's probably hard to get around it.
And before that, they did Best Night Ever.
What's that a parody of?
Not a parody, it looks like. It's a found footage comedy.
A found footage comedy.
Yeah, and Jason Blum produced it, of Blumhouse. Oh, it
No.
has Krista Flanagan.
Okay.
It has a 0%.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Uh-huh.
That's impressive.
And then before that, it was this. This is the same one of the. I forgot that Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer wrote Spy Hard and Scary Movie, or helped write Scary Movie.
Spy Hard is a pretty good name, I guess.
Well, Weird Al did the opening theme song for Spy Hard.
That's very true.
No, that sounds pretty good.
Do you think after Liam Neeson does all of these Naked Gun movies that they're going to have him do all these other parody movies too?
Like Dracula Dead and Loving It?
Yeah, they're just going to be like, he's the parody guy. He does all the parodies.
I mean, if you
Oh, yeah,
can't get out of
Paul
work,
Walter Hauser is going to be in it now?
that makes sense.
Cody Rhodes? Buster Rhymes?
Busta
Yes, there was
Rhymes.
a few weeks ago where I feel like every day it was announced a different project that Paul
Walter
Walter
Hauser.
Hauser was in.
Yeah.
Like, every day it was like, he's in this movie. Let's look at them. Let's see how many movies he's about to be
Yeah,
in.
Inside Out 2, The Instigators, Naked Gun, Press Your Luck. Is that about the cheating scandal? Oh, that actually could be really good.
Nice.
Whoa, Patty Harrison's in it? Oh, okay. Okay.
You had me
Okay.
at Press Your Luck.
Yeah, you had me at it's about the cheating scandal, but Patty Harrison in it too. You're
I
right,
assume
yeah.
he's Michael Larson.
No, that's true. It is kind of a...
I feel like there's even more stuff that he was announced in recently.
No, he didn't cheat, which is why I you're right to point out that calling it a cheating scandal is not accurate. Because
Yeah.
all he did was learn the mechanics. He fled from law enforcement? Oh my gosh. Oh no. So he did run a bunch of scams. That just wasn't one of them.
Oh, I knew there was more. He's also was cast in a Chris Farley biopic.
Oh, right.
I guess he's going to be in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we don't know who
Who?
he's going to play.
Griffin Newman for the robot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm nervous that he might be the robot.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Although, Griffin Newman,
I should be Griffin. I mean,
he should be.
people are like suggesting maybe he'd be Mole Man.
Oh, actually, yeah, I could totally see that. He's probably in.
Oh, I could also see that. Natasha Lyonne as the robot. I could see it. I want it to be Griffin. But also, I want to point something out. Because it's very funny to me. You know, Disney's like, oh, Marvel's really scaling back. If you look at their announced projects, there's like 4 movies coming out next year.
They did have a bit of a break, though, because they don't have much coming out this year, do they?
Yeah, they just have Deadpool this year. But then
Well,
they have
they're-
Brave New
they're
World,
doing-
Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and allegedly Blade.
They're just doing like a show a year now, right?
Yeah. But it's why I think it's funny that Iger's like, you know, we may have released too many Star Wars and too many Marvel things. It's like, well,
I mean, maybe.
release a lot more Marvel things. Now, you may have released too many Star Wars
my
things
God,
because
is
Lucas,
this
they didn't stay
true?
good.
This has been going
Oh,
on.
I'm
for...
sure they'll push it back. Do they even have a lead? I mean, is Mahershala Ali still playing Blade even?
I don't know. What else is he doing?
He almost dropped out. I know that. Like, Mia Goth is supposed to be in it.
She's getting big, I feel like.
Yeah. No, yeah, because they just lost another writer.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
They keep losing people.
Oh, kind of random, but I've been watching.
Kind of random.
Yeah, I've been watching the original X-Men cartoon. So I can watch that, and then I'll watch the new one because I haven't watched any of it yet. But there's definitely an episode where Beast is wearing a Howard the Duck T-shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's that. Also, there's a character. There's a character in X-Men named Quark.
I saw that on a Discord server somewhere.
For some reason, someone posted that.
That's Howard, all right.
That's definitely Howard the Duck.
And you can buy your bootleg ones that look the same, it looks like.
That's
You can
pretty
also
cool.
buy official ones that are more modern Howard designs, but I don't know if you can buy official merch that's the classic Howard.
But this would be a good bootleg one.
You should be able to buy the official Howard design, because the reason they couldn't was because Disney went after them. Because it looked too much like Donald.
Oh, really? Wow.
Because
Now
Howard was...
Disney owns everything, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Disney should totally have Howard the Duck show up in Donald the Duck cartoons.
I wish they were still making DuckTales.
Like, that's why Howard wears
Ooh.
pants now.
Thank you.
is because they said that the not wearing pants was part of what made him look too much like Donald.
I mean, he eats the whole menu, and he puts it in his giant mouth. He's easily the best Try Guy.
Is that the canceled Try Guy, or is that one
No,
of the...
Ned.
No. He's one of the only
Okay.
remaining Try Guys.
Well, there's like 9 new Try people.
They're the Try
Keep
people,
making new ones.
but
Try
of the original
assistants.
crew, because I don't really watch Try Guy stuff. I just really watch Keith Eats the Menu, which I recommend to everyone.
Yeah, he's the one who kind of looks like Grant O'Brien from College Humor.
The tall one.
Yeah,
Got it.
this one.
Oh, yeah. So he eats the whole menu?
He eats the whole menu.
Oh, no.
I mean, I would
And then this
I
is
would
Grant
explain it
O'Brien.
more, but that's it. He eats the whole menu.
Oh, they do kind of look alike, although I couldn't exactly tell you how. Maybe the forehead? They have kind of a long face.
They're also both very tall, which I think
So-
is doing a
I think
lot
they
of
have a
heavy
long
lifting.
face because they're very tall. Or maybe a long forehead because they're tall. as
Oh
well.
yes,
They're just stretched.
he takes a bite, but he takes big bites. He
Oh,
does
so-
not shy away with it, but he takes
He-
a bite of everything on the menu, and he's done, McDonald's, Taco Bell,
But like in one video?
in one
All
video.
menus? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
do.
like Taco Bell, it's basically a combination of like 4 ingredients 1,000 different ways.
Yeah.
Is that blasphemous?
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, here's a photo of Grant that looks even more like Keith.
Yeah, you can't really tell from the photo. And his hair looks lighter.
They just both Keith opens his mouth big and does a lot of big, goofy facial expressions.
Mm-hmm. That's their business model.
And I didn't
Well, and then
realize that,
he announces
Yeah?
what it is, and then he takes a bite out of it.
yeah. And he does musical
But he's
theater,
done
too.
some things like well, he did like Cheesecake Factory, but he did that on like 4 different.
Yeah, that's a big menu.
Yeah.
Famously.
That one could not be done in one go.
You couldn't even take a bite of all the cheesecakes in one visit. Or you certainly shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but
I
how
couldn't.
else you gonna make the big bucks?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, do we lose Phony?
Sometimes we lose Phony around this time.
Yeah,
Almost
sometimes
Seriously,
I gotta go work on stuff.
yeah, Phony's like that sometimes. For some reason,
I'm a little flighty.
A little bit flighty.
for some reason, right when it's about like 5 or so minutes left in the show, Phony's like, "I'm
Gotta
outta
go."
here."
Potatoes asks if we know what next week's show is.
So
Some ideas.
Well, we
My-
talked about a few things.
We threw some ideas around, yeah.
I'm still leaning towards, again, I kind of like topics that I feel like Missy can't prepare for, but I think Tekken, and I also thought it'd be funny if Tekken versus Trucken. Okay, that works. I was also thinking it'd be funny because I was thinking of other fighting games. If we could do Trekken. Oh, Trekken, there you go. Tekken versus Trekken. We could do
That sounds fun.
Tekken versus Marvel versus Capcom.
I'm down. Missy's down.
I mean, we could do Space Truckin'. We could do Space Truckin' versus Space Truckin'.
We could.
Or I'm trying to think of other more. I guess Tekken's not really that obscure, but more obscure new games, or at least at the time that I think of when I think of Tekken. Versus MK versus Street Fighter.
Versus Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I think you like Space Truckin' versus Space Trekkin' is fun. I also like
That sounds good.
Tekken versus Marvel versus Capcom.
That does sound fun.
I want to take you for a ride.
Hello, but hello,
Hello, it's me, Fluval, and I realize you are still muted, intern Capital City.
Oh, that's okay.
Now you're
Thank you
not.
so much. But hello, former randoms.
Hello.
I'm so
Well,
excited.
it's just
to be
me.
here.
There's only one for random, and then we have
Phony Bacon.
Phony Bacon,
Right, Phony Bacon
Okay.
has not been
unrelated
random.
to the randoms.
I
You
see. I
threw
see.
random.
I see. But I love the idea of Truckin' versus Star Trekkin' because then you could talk about the Star Trekkin' album done by Grace Lee Whitney.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the album.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Monorail.
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 This isn't a trivia question, but it would have been fun to have who is a scientist? Batman.
Oh, well, of course, Monorail is a Star Trek spinoff.
And of course, mono
True.
means one, and rail means rail.
Sure.
Ah.
And of course, I call the big one Bitey. Big one or small one? I call the small one Bitey. Let's call the big one Bitey.
They call the big one Bitey.
The big one's
Big one.
Bitey.
Big one's
The big
Bitey.
one is Bitey. But the big one right now is your final words. That's what I want to hear from you, Blog Cohen? Oh, Blogkin like bacon?
Yeah. I call the big one.
Yeah, Blogakin, like Blogakin.
Bloggakin. Love that.
Are you gonna be Blogdokin if we did Street Fighter?
Hogan. Or Blanca.
Blogka, yeah.
Blogka.
Blogchua Fighter.
But yeah, I'm gonna say next week. Well, I mean, I feel like, of course, if we do anything track related, that's gonna be easy, and we can both.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's if you want to help Missy be prepared for next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, we're gonna end up talking about Trek anyway. So
True.
Yeah, it's gonna automatically come up. So I feel like Tekken would be fun to talk about.
Tekken versus Marvel
Tekken.
versus Capcom.
I think I like that. Tekken versus Marvel versus Capcom.
Or you could do Tekken versus Marvel versus Capcom versus SNK, because
Yes.
that was the other series
Yes.
that they did.
So I think let's go ahead and do that. Let's do Tekken versus Marvel versus Capcom. And let's just add all of that. So it's just.
There's
love it.
one more. Capcom also fought like an anime studio in one game.
Oh yeah, Tatsunaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus Freddy versus Jason.
Versus
Yes.
yeah, just
Versus-
And that
Alien
brings us
versus
back
Predator.
around to Star Truckin', because we all know that Jason, he went and trucked in space.
sure.
You mean Jason Voorhees?
Yeah, Jason X.
X.
Oh, Uber Jason, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean multiverses character Jason?
Yes.
Where Jason can fight LeBron James
Precisely.
and Agent Smith.
Which
Are
is
the
why we
Druids
need
there?
to know.
I mean, we can all fight LeBron James. We shouldn't. We can't.
That's true.
But what we definitely need to know is, what are your final words, Phony,
Phony
Bacon?
Bacon.
I think Bacon wins. Taken loses, Bacon wins. That's my final word on the subject.
I agree.
I agree.
I watched a long TikTok just detailing his whole relationship history. Guess what?
Oh no.
One age-appropriate lady and they love and support each other in their careers for like 40 years.
And he
Kevin
was in-
Bacon?
Yep.
yeah, with Kira
Oh, that's
Sedgwick,
nice.
his
Yeah.
ninth cousin once removed.
Ninth cousin.
That's fine.
That's far enough out. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean,
no
you
problem.
lowly beings.
When they're
Ugh.
age appropriate and have been married for 40 years and only have wonderful things to say about each other.
I respect it.
Yeah.
It certainly is a phenomenon.
True. Very true. Fluval, do you think it's time to destroy this show?
Yes.
Should